Hello, hi, good morning. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, it has been quite a few days that I haven't been streaming because it's really kind of busy for the last couple of days. So today, excuse me. So today decided to do a stream, but it has got to be in the morning. So it's kind of like unknown territory because actually supposed to start 8:55, 9 o'clock, but it's kind of like delayed, and now it's like the time now is 9:20, and yeah, it's kind of early for most of the people, especially on weekend. So nevertheless, I still need to do this live stream because yeah, it seems like the topic for this week itself it's up kind of late, and then there's no mentioning throughout the whole week. Today's already Saturday and tomorrow is already Sunday, which is the conclusion. So yeah, so I really need to maybe talk about it and then yeah, see how it goes then. So okay, as usual, before I begin, there are two ways to interact with me. One is via the so-called the chat box itself, the chat function, where you can actually write in your comments, feedbacks, opinions, or what have you down in the comment section. Not comment section. Comment section is actually meant for YouTube. At the chat box itself, right, for Twitch. So at the chat box itself, and then I will try to answer them by the end of the show. So yeah, let me fire up my dashboard because I'm still not really sure whether my chat function is working. So if let's say you come online, just just maybe just give me a hi or everything so that I know that whether my chat function is working or my dashboard is it still working and functioning. If not, then yeah, there'll be serious problem for a live stream, right? So yep, that's one way. The other way is if let's say you've got a Discord account, you can actually join me on my voice channel. um you can join me on my voice channel, and then you can actually go to yeah, you can actually go to my Twitch profile, click on Discord, the Discord link. It's actually an invitation to my server. So once you click on it, then once you join the server, look for on air live, click on it. You won't miss it. There's a red button there. So if you see me in that section, just click on it and then turn on the mic, and we are good to go. We can talk to each other live on air right now at this moment. Right, so that's all for about the live. Then if you're actually catching this as a recorded stream, be it on Twitch or YouTube, yeah, feel free to comment as well because yeah, I'll look through all the comments and stuff like that so that I can actually get in touch with you guys. So that's about the recorded stream. Or alternatively, like most of you, if you prefer to actually use the social media handle, then yeah, you can actually private message me. Yeah, be it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or whichever platform that you prefer. Right. So the links are actually on my Twitch profile as well. Right. So yeah, basically that's about it. So right, it's Saturday morning, as I have mentioned. It's kind of an uncharted territory because I think the earliest I've tried is about 10 a.m. Yeah, so this is actually dipping to the 9. So if you are actually on my Discord server already, you notice that I actually wanted to start the stream at 8:55, but there's quite a couple of things ongoing and there's several delays. So basically, I can only do it like just a couple of minutes ago. Right, so today's weather is actually drizzling. It's actually pretty cooling. Um, yeah, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen in the afternoon because the weather nowadays is actually quite unpredictable. It looks like it's actually very gloomy and overcast and it wants to rain, but the rain didn't come. And yeah, so the next moment you see it's actually very bright and sunny, and then moments later it starts to rain, even when the sun is out, right? So with that, I think everybody should take care. Take good care of yourself, and then yeah, stay hydrated. Okay, enough So let's see. Yeah, coming back to the topic for the week itself, because I think this week I didn't really do uh, much of a live stream because of the schedules and work. Yeah, so I think the topic for this week is still, yeah, it's still the Pride Month. So for a moment I forgot what's the topic for the week, but then yeah, it's still regarding the Pride Month itself. And I think Pink Dot was last weekend, is it? Yeah, I think so. Pink Dot is last weekend, last Saturday, in fact. 18, 25, yeah, right, last weekend. So yeah, the key so-called key moment is that there are ministers attending, both the um, current so-called ruling party, as well as from the opposition party. So I don't know. It's kind of like first. It's not kind of like first, but it's actually more of like how should I put it? Maybe two ministers from different parties attended. So what does it signify? So I think on my if you go to my Discord so-called text channel, I think I added that as a topic for this week. It's like yeah, you think that probably the ministers are actually taking note of this issue as as the society progresses. You know, we have got more liberal views, and we are actually opening up to such talks, right? That's one. Another one is probably is like they are attending because it's part and parcel of their work, and then this is actually a growing kind of how should I put it? Growing kind of not exactly concern, but it's a growing kind of voice that is actually present. So yeah, it needs to be heard and needs to be probably addressed. I'm not say addressed lah. Uh, what's the right word to use? To look into, right? And then the third one is probably, yeah, they are there because probably there's some elections, some um activities that they need to be present to show that they are actually on the ground and stuff like that. So that's why they are present. So don't read too much into it and stuff like that. Right. So everyone is entitled to his or her opinion. So just feel free to share your take on this issue, and not the issue like your take on this view. Right. What am I doing? Today I'm actually using quite a lot of wrong terminology, but then the thing is that okay, just leave it as it is. So that is something in which we can discuss about. So if let's say you are joining me live online, you can actually type in the so-called your whatever things that you want to type in, and then if you are on Discord, you can actually use the voice channel to talk to me as well, right? So yeah, so far so good. Let's see what are the things that we can actually talk about. I think yeah, that's more or less it. So yeah, you can actually talk to me, or you can actually leave your comments in the chat box itself, and I will come back to you. Right. So apart from the topic itself, if you want to raise something or you want to talk to me about something else, feel free to do so as well. Yeah, today's drive is actually kind of short as well. Actually, this how should I put it? This week didn't really have a lot of long journeys, but it's actually more of like I travel to a place and I stay there for a long period of time. So there's isn't much of traveling per se. But then the thing is that yeah, I really need to do a live stream, especially like I just released the topic not too long ago, and then there isn't much of a live stream to actually to discuss about it. So yeah. Anyway, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to the stream. If you are new to this stream itself, this stream is kind of an accidental stream because it's not actually meant to be this way. It's actually more. If you actually want to find out more, you can actually look into yeah, because Twitch doesn't have a long only it only recorded it only keep the so-called recorded stream for up to 2 weeks, after which it will erase. So there's also kind of like a backup yeah on YouTube. So basically you can refer back all the way to the 1st of May um, stream, where I actually explained how this channel comes about and kind of like some of the background about myself. Yeah, excuse me. So Yes. So basically for this, it's kind of an accidental one. I actually do it during one of my demonstration about live stream to my customer while on the go. And then it kind of like picked up a little bit of traction, and then I decided to might as well just continue to do it. Right. So that's how it comes about. But I noticed that in terms of the live engagement, it's getting lesser. So I'm not sure if say it's about time for me to to stop it, or how should I put it, like to maybe just hang it up, right? But then the thing is that there are still quite a lot of views, which is the recorded stream on Twitch itself. So I noticed that I'm not sure whether people are just clicking it and then like don't like it, so they consider one view or how it works. But I look at the matrix itself, it seems like yeah, there are people viewing, and yeah, it's mostly on Twitch. I think for YouTube itself, right, like I mentioned to you, this is actually a live stream. So after the live stream itself, Twitch will automatically save it, and then you can actually kind of like rewatch the stream itself. For YouTube, I will normally take about 1 day. So I will download this from Twitch, the stream from Twitch, and then will kind of like try to catch it a bit here and there, and then post on YouTube, and then I will actually have it live. Not say live. I will actually post the YouTube clips the following day at 12 p.m. Right. So like let's say for example today's stream. After the stream, at the end of the day I will download the this recorded one, and I will schedule for tomorrow 12 p.m. So called release on YouTube. Right. So that's how it works. Right. And yeah. So yes, that's a short history about this channel, right? So in this channel, there are a few good followers. They are from overseas. I think right now they're enjoying their summer holidays, so probably they are not around. So we'll see how it goes, right? And yeah, I think for the past few days, there are people who message me like, "Hey, you haven't been online. You haven't been streaming." Yeah, yes. Then I reply that it's like I'm kind of like caught up. So even like for today's stream at 9 a.m., I think it's kind of like unexpected because I didn't really expect to do one that is at this timing right now. But yeah, I still have to do it because I don't have other time frame later today to actually squeeze in. Otherwise, it would be like maybe late at night, in which if you are following, you realize that I don't do night stream because you can't really see much during the night itself, right? So and excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I want to change lane. I don't want to be stuck behind a heavy vehicle for any much longer. And yeah, let's continue. Uh, the time now is about 9:33 in the morning. So I also don't want to keep this stream for long because this is actually meant for to actually bring up the topic itself to actually get the engagement ongoing. But because it's a morning stream, I don't really expect a lot of viewers. In fact, I think there's only like one at the moment. I'm not really sure about the matrix itself because sometimes all these live matrix, they are actually giving me false readings. There are times where I actually think that there's no viewers, but actually there are. After the summary comes in, like, oh, there are actually 3 or 4 unique viewers coming in. And yeah, so yeah, if let's say you join the stream and you would like to, not say you would like to, lah, but basically, if let's say you want to join the stream and just to listen in, I'm perfectly fine as well. But if you are okay, maybe you can actually drop and say hi or whichever thing. At least I know that there are actually people that's listening. Then I will try to come up with things to blabber about, right? Otherwise, it's like I think that there's no other viewers. Then I will probably sum up quite a couple of things, right? So yeah, at this moment, I'd like to use this opportunity to thank some of the viewers who are actually really following, And yeah, of course you mentioned that you want to be anonymous, so I won't mention names. So yeah, thank you for the support. And if let's say there's anything else that you would like to find out or whichever thing, just feel free to let me know. Or if let's say there are any things that you want to comment about and stuff like that, yeah, just feel free to let me know as well. Right. So today's weather is pretty okay. It's cooling. I think the drizzle has maybe kind of stopped because yeah, don't really see a lot, but but it's still, I would think that the ambient temperature is actually pretty cooling, right? So excuse me, I think throat is getting a bit dry. Yeah. Okay, let's see what are the things that we can talk about. So yeah, how are you going to start your weekend? Today is a Saturday, and it's a Saturday morning at 9:35 a.m. right now. So for those who actually didn't watch this as a live stream but watching it later part of the day, how are you going to spend your weekend? This Saturday, tomorrow there's another one more Sunday, and then yep, following week. So we're like coming to the end of June already. So it's like half of 2022 is gone. So I asked myself, what have I accomplished? Honestly speaking, not much. Yeah, there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of fluctuations here and there. So progress wise, I'm not that happy actually. Right? There's a feeling that you can actually do more, but due to the market situation, all these other factors that's coming in, you realize that there's so much that you can do, and most importantly, I think is that you have to ask yourself, have you tried your best? If you have, then because of situations and stuff like that, then yeah, you really don't have a choice but to really, how should I put it, continue to persevere on, because ultimately once things gets better, then things should be more promising, right? And yeah, so yeah, I've actually talked to quite a couple of people as well. So they have, businesses definitely is affected by COVID-19, and we are now on the road of recovery. And just when things are starting to look promising, I would say, not exactly promising, but when things starts to turn for the better. Oh, excuse me. Yep, I know I'm going to sneeze. Maybe I just lower down the aircon. Right. Sorry, sorry about that. So yeah, so when things starts to looks to get better, then we have got the current situation between Russia and Ukraine, and that really actually affected a lot because of the oil prices. So things like your petrol, yeah. So once petrol is up, or your fuel or gasoline, or whichever part of the world you're actually using different term for it. Once this fuel, gasoline, petrol, all these things, the prices goes up, then it's going to have a big repercussion, not only to motorists or drivers, per se, as in to driver from place to another, but your logistic chain, your transportations, your deliveries, and all these sort of things, they are going to be affected as well. So the thing is that if let's say if it exists for a short period of time where the price just go up and then after a while it comes down, then all is fine. But currently right now the price actually is going up and up and up and up and up. It has been for kind of, I wouldn't say for a long or short. It's actually quite difficult to determine the time. The time as to whether is it sufficiently long and stuff like that. But yeah, it's actually in my opinion, it has been kind of like long enough that you are actually able to start to see all these things that's affecting your so-called your daily so-called activities. Like for example, your supply chain. Like let's say for example your food itself. And last time used to be from, let's say our situation, like let's say in Singapore we do import quite a lot of food from overseas. So as the petrol price goes up, for there's a big bump. Sorry. Yeah, so for a short period of time, probably the retailers, or not say retailers, but the importers, the wholesalers, or whoever, they are probably able to to handle it, and then to to stomach it for a while without much of adjustment to the probably end consumer pricing. But as this is going to be a kind of like a prolonged thing, they have no choice but to really increase and then to add on to the cost itself. So at the end of the day, the consumer will bear the full brunt of the entire effect itself. So with that, you'll see that the prices of things starts to go up, and yeah, then that will eventually leads to the inflation, and then after that it will actually affect the economy in the economics of the whole thing. But I'm not actually economist to actually talk about this, but you get my point. It actually has got this snowball effect going on. So it's going to be tougher. So yeah, we have to probably embrace it and then to move on with it. But yeah, it's also at this period of time where we really need to to show our human side. Like let's say for example, when prices of things increase, you have no choice but to correspondingly increase. Then yeah, just do it for for cost to cost basis for survival and not to profit to profiteer from it. Yeah, so that's one way I see it. Yeah. Okay, so enough of blabbering and stuff like that. So uh, I think this stretch of road is not very fantastic because it's got all these trailers and heavy vehicles in it, and there are a lot of potholes. And so if let's say the entire image jump a lot and you are suffering from motion sickness, I'm terribly sorry about it. But yeah, moving on. I don't really have anything much to add except all this. So I look at the chat function itself. There isn't much things there. So if let's say you are viewing this live stream, maybe you can help me out by by dropping and saying hi, or yeah, at least I know that there are actually activities ongoing rather than I'm actually talking to myself throughout the whole period of time. Right. So now the time is about 9:43. We have spent 10 good minutes of me blabbering about fuel prices, and the live stream is about 23 minutes. I want to keep it probably like half an hour max. So next 5 to 10 minutes. If there's nothing else coming in, then probably I call it a day. Right. So yeah, that's about it. So kind of sad, but yeah. Okay, now I look at the camera. I think today the camera angle is actually kind of like quite off, but it is as it is. So just I will just continue. Um, right, what are the things that I can actually share with you guys about? Uh, Not really much, but as you know from me, for those who actually have followed us for quite a while, we actually do evolve. This channel do evolve from time to time, like from the initial only chat box itself, the chat function where you type and I see, and then I realize that I can't really see much because of my eye power. Yeah. So just to draw back a bit, because initially when I first started to do the stream, that's the demo, there are some viewers coming in, and then they try to talk to me. They type on the chat box itself. Unfortunately, due to the distance between me myself now and the phone, and the text itself is actually kind of small, so I can't really figure out what they're typing. So yeah, that is one of the things, one of the problems that's identified earlier on. And I can't change the font because this is the mobile app, the Twitch mobile app. It's not actually the website and whatever thing, so I can't really increase the font size and stuff like that. So I resigned to fate, and then I realized that I can actually bring in my Discord uh, server to act as a voice, so that it did not necessarily be just text itself. You can actually call in, not say call in, but actually join my Discord server, turn on the mic, and you can actually talk to us. You can actually talk to each other live on air. So that becomes the alternative to typing. So yeah, that's one way to go in. And then later part of as we stream along, I realized that my chat box itself, the one that I'm actually looking on right now, the live chat function is not exactly working well on my phone. So I have to resort to using another phone to log into the so-called the dashboard to see the chat function itself. So yeah, so I have to use the other phone to actually use as a monitor to actually monitor the stream. So with that, I've actually missed out quite a few questions actually on the live stream itself. So yeah, my apologies on that. I've already done the apologies earlier on. So with that, I actually most of the time, not say most of the time, I think every time when I stream, from then on, I have my dashboard on so that I can actually cross-check if let's say there's any other messages that I have missed out, right? So there's another one. So as we move along, I actually open up more of my social media accounts and the names and stuff like that, so that people can actually get in touch with me, right? So I've got a Facebook account which is quite general. I don't really post quite a lot of things on Facebook. And in I think one or two of the previous stream, I did mention about uh, my intention, yeah, my probably intention, I would say like intention about how to move on social media platforms itself, right? So basically, it's got to do with the T's and the alphabet T. So yeah, I'm trying to put it in short. I'm trying to shy away from the services by Meta and going to other services like Telegram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, yeah, all the T's, coincidentally, right? So that's that moving on. So yeah, it is as it is. So from there, then yeah, as this is a mobile live stream, so most of the time when people actually log in to watch live, it's actually kind of like being my virtual passenger, and we actually do talk a lot, interact if there is any interaction, right? So from there, then I think recently I opened up, like let's say for example, if you are if you are keen, then probably we can actually meet up physically, and then you can be my real passenger, and we can actually do a live stream from there as well. So far, yeah, I received a few, but yeah, I think it's good that you are showing interest. But if let's say we can't really fix up a time or whichever thing or stuff like that, then yeah, it's a pity that we can't actually carry on. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Uh, yeah, for that matter. So just now we have got cyclists. Yeah. So in our is it last week or the week before? I think the week before, our topic is about cyclists on the road. So if you want to find out more, you can actually go to the Discord server and then look at the previous so-called I think it's 2 weeks ago. So if you're interested, you can actually find out more about the on the stream you want to rewatch on YouTube. Yeah, and those are the dates that is actually um, yeah, then you can actually find the discussion. Okay, right. So it's red light. So let me check. We are like 29, about half an hour into the stream already. So maybe I'll just talk a bit more and then I will just end off the stream. Right. Uh, I'm now actually along Pasir Panjang Road. So still everything is still very peaceful on a Saturday morning. Nothing much except cyclists. I think this stretch of road is actually very good for cyclists if they are going to I don't know, maybe it's one of the route that they can actually ride to the west side of Singapore and then reach out to maybe the harbourfront side. Yeah, then connecting to the CBD if I'm not wrong. Right. So let's carry on. What else? Oh yeah. So talking about how this channel evolved. So on my Discord server, so actually my Discord server previously was used for something else. So once I actually wanted to do the live so-called chatting function using my Discord voice channel, then I decided to just open it up. So with that, I have got this topic for the week. Yeah, talking about topic for the week itself is actually more for engagement. Yes, because as you know, live stream you really need to have a lot of preparation. But for example, for my kind of live stream, is actually meant for a daily kind of like commute, just turn on and one thing. I don't really want to prepare much because I want it to be more authentic and more, on the spot and on the go. As people joins in, they can actually discuss about something, then we can actually catch on and then we continue with the discussion. It's just that when you're taking a taxi, you're taking a cab, then you just strike a random conversation. So the cab driver don't really prepare a topic, like every passenger you talk about this. Maybe some of them do, but I think more often than not to be natural, to be more spontaneous. I think that should be the way to go. So that's why I don't really prepare much for the live stream. I just turn it on and then just say the usual things, and then we'll see how is the response between the viewers and myself. So we do have quite a few good sessions with viewers from overseas, right? Yeah, and yeah, so that is how that portion of the live stream goes. So yeah, talking about the topic for the week itself. So sometimes there's kind of like awkward silence because I really run out of things to say. I talk about the weather, talk about the traffic condition, I talk about everything, and then yeah, no one is actually online. So I have no choice, but then later on there's suggestions that why don't we talk about a topic, and yeah, then that's how the topic for the week comes about. So we'll think about a topic and then we'll discuss it for the rest of the week itself. Like for example, today is Saturday, so we are left with tomorrow Sunday to talk about the same topic, which is about the ministers and the Pink Dot event. Yeah. So then the following week we'll come up with a new topic itself. So if you have anything that you would like to discuss about, feel free to let me know. I will just put it up on the yeah, I'll just probably adopt it and use it for next week topic for the week. And yes, so that's that. And coming back to this Discord server, so I've actually created uh, the text channel, yeah, text channel where you can actually type. It's kind of like a forum. So basically, every week our topic for the week itself it will be correspondingly on the Discord text channel as well. Like for example, this week, excuse me, we talk about the ministers, and the topic for the week is about ministers attending to Pink Dot itself. So if you go to my Discord server, you look at the text channel, basically you can locate it by searching for social media and then expand on it, look for Twitch, click on it, and then you'll be able to see the latest topics at the bottom. And then if you want to look at the previous week, you can actually scroll all the way back to the top. So you will have this poll questions where you can actually vote your answers. And if you like to elaborate further, you can actually, create a thread and then we can actually discuss further on it, right? So that is probably what is this channel at the moment that we have the support kind of like facilities to support this live stream. So in a way, it's good that in the sense that I have this, it can also be kind of like a demo to whoever wants to do a live stream with back end support, like having a forum, having no, not say forum, having a Discord channel and stuff like that, to have the engagement, right? So I'm not sure. I think probably there are other people doing it as well. So yeah. Anyway, let me see. The time now is 9:54, 55 ish. It's coming to 10. So I think it's good enough. I'm actually at more than half an hour into the stream itself. So I think this will make up the so-called the time that I've missed out during the weekdays for this week. Right. So I think I'm probably ending off soon. And with that, thank you for joining in, or to the viewer, to the lone viewer who is actually probably listening in, or maybe you have left. Yeah, I'm not sure, because sometimes the matrix for this Twitch doesn't really reflect real time accurately. Right. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening in. And yeah, I know it's a Saturday morning, so even if you have missed this, no worries. You can actually catch this as on Twitch itself or on YouTube. And then yeah, just write to me. Feel free to write to me about anything that you wanted to say, and then I'll answer them afterwards. Right. So with that, thank you, and I will see you guys the next time I come online, preferably tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow is Sunday. I need to conclude it. Most of the time, you see me probably Sunday and Monday. Sunday to end, and then Monday to begin a new topic. But as much as I can, right? Otherwise, it will be Tuesday to, yeah. Even some of the Mondays where I really don't really have a topic itself, I will just come online and then ask for opinion, and then just look for one, and then to try to to make it the topic for the week itself. But if let's say you have any interesting topic, feel free to write to me. Let me know. Yeah. So okay, now I'm at red light. I better end off. Okay, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Moving on again. Okay, bye.